Hey guys, what is up? I hope everybody has been having a great day. Happy to be back with episode 28 of my golf vlog series featuring the Island 9 at Meadows Farms Golf Course. If you guys could do me a favor and like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, that would be greatly appreciated. We are so close to 70,000 subscribers, so once we hit that number, I'll be dropping the 70,000 special video featuring all 18 holes at a world-class golf course. Also, if you guys would like to check out my merchandise, I'll leave a link in the description below. And with that being said, let's hop into it. So there's three nines at Meadows Farms. There's the longest hole 9, there's the Island 9, which I'm playing right now, and the Waterfall 9, which you guys might have seen yesterday that I released. And so this is definitely this nine's in a little bit better shape just because it was airified about 2 weeks earlier. So the 9 I played, the Waterfall 9, had just been airified, and so that was a little tough with the greens and all that going on. But all in all, this is a really fun course to play, really charming course. Had a lot of really nice little quirks and nooks and crannies to it. And by the way, if you guys hear a door opening and closing, I'm actually at the One Stop Power Shop right now, which is basically where I train for long drive, and I'm at a long drive event. We'll be competing in 2 days, so a lot of guys are already here and they're going in and out. So if you hear that door opening and closing, I apologize. But I'm just making sure to keep putting out good content for you guys. So hopefully that is kept to a minimum. But if you guys hear it, just know that's what's going on. And yeah, that was pretty cool. Golden carp over on the island hole, so that was pretty cool. I think those are really beautiful fish, and a really nice little hole here. I think the greens fees are only like $40, so it's a pretty cheap price to pay to get to play a replica. I think this is a replica of 17 at Sawgrass. Hopefully one day I'll be playing that in the real thing. So that's definitely a course I want to play in the future. And if I can keep really improving my golf game, who knows? Maybe one day I'll be at a tournament there. So that would be pretty awesome. And sound up for this one, by the way. I pulled this one a bit left, but I put a really good move on it. And it was finally starting to warm up. So I'm sure you guys would probably infer this, but I played all 27 holes. And this is my travel day. So I was traveling from Maryland, which is where I live, down to North Carolina, which is where I am currently for my long drive competition. And so this was in Virginia, like 10, 15 miles off the interstate. So I said, I'll make the drive down to North Carolina, and while I'm on my way down there, I'll get all 27 in. So it was finally starting to warm up a bit because I had to start really early to get all of the courses in. And I was able to start really putting some speed on the ball. It was like probably 1 o'clock at this point, so the numbers go up a little bit, which is nice. And really great hole here, and this is a glimpse of what I hope to be the future for my game. I might never be the most accurate guy off the tee, but if I can map out courses and figure out, where to miss and all that good stuff, I think I'll be in good shape and be able to recover like I did. And I think today Bryson DeChambeau shot like a 62 at the Shriners Hospitals Open, and so it's pretty amazing seeing what these guys are doing that have that kind of distance. So it's definitely inspired me to really take the game seriously, and I'm excited to see what will happen this winter. I have a really good team on board, so it'll be an interesting little experiment this winter. I hit a great shot here. Landed it on the front edge of that green. I thought this was going to end up about 6 or 7 feet away. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I couldn't. There is a crazy slope. Like, you'll see what I mean when I show you the next clip. But I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the heck? I thought, and so you can see where the pin is. It was just long and left of the pin, and then all of a sudden just started getting sucked down by that massive swale. And I'm telling you guys, I did not even see that on the green. It blended in so perfectly from where I was hitting back there. And so, this is a good case in point for, one of the things that's really tough about, what I'm doing with all these different course vlogs is it's very rare for me to have any kind of course knowledge whatsoever. So this is definitely one of those courses where if I got a chance to play again, and I probably will play again at some point, I'm very confident that I would be able to go much lower than I did. And what you guys can see here, so my coach Bernie Najar out of Caves Valley, I don't know if you've heard of Bernie, but we've been working together since I was like 10 years old. I'm trying to stay connected with my armpits. What that means is So if you guys were to put a towel across both your armpits and hold it in there, you should be able to make that swing without the armpit. Sorry, without the towel or whatever your. There's another golden carp there, but without the towel or whatever you have between your armpits, without it falling down. And I'm experimenting with this, so you won't see a lot of half swings on the PGA Tour. However, you also won't see many guys swinging 140 miles an hour on the PGA Tour. And so my TrackMan numbers, when I do a 10 o'clock swing, like you guys are seeing me do here with my irons, are actually slightly higher than the PGA Tour average swing speeds. So, and the reason that's important is I have very fast tips, which allows me to swing 10 o'clock to 10 o'clock and kind of keep my armpits tucked in without needing to swing further back. And as you guys could probably assume, the further back you swing, the more disconnected you get with your arms, the more variables that come into play, and the further off you have the potential to miss the shot. Now, I think off the tee, I'm still going to be making my full swing like you just saw there with my driver and my driving irons. And so Bernie and I are going to try to figure out how to play with that, because I think that's going to be very important. However, though, I think with my iron shots, if I can play with pretty much chipping the ball around the course, kind of like Tony Finau does. And Tony's a guy who, he can swing 140 miles an hour. He just chooses not to because, he's too busy making $5 million a year. So, but guys with that kind of speed, they can afford to chip the ball around the course, and it gives you a huge advantage because to be able to go 10 o'clock to 10 o'clock, you minimize variables so much, and you can play so much more aggressively and so much more strategically if you have a much tighter dispersion. Obviously. So that's something me and my coach are going to be exploring this winter, seeing how much of that we can do. And that's why I'm so excited. I don't think anyone has really. I'm in a great position with YouTube and with long drive where, my long drive swing, even with playing all this golf and only practicing long drive like maybe once every other week, I hit my long drive sticks for the first time like 2 weeks yesterday. My numbers were actually above where I expected them to be. So I'm basically able to pursue golf and keep my long drive swing in good shape and do YouTube. And so I'm excited for that. And by the way, see that tree out there? So the reason I was so upset, I hit this beautiful shot right at the pin, and it hit this tree that like the top part and just kicked to the left. That tree was 100% in line with the flag. Like, it is what it is. I applaud the architect for his treachery, but I was kind of annoyed because that was already a hard enough shot above my feet like that, and I judged it perfectly, had the perfect line, and it just caught the top part of that tree and dropped straight down. So I felt like I was kind of punished for a good shot there. And so now I'm trying to save par here. And, you can tell I probably wasn't too happy at that point. And unfortunately on this shot, I was not able to get the shot tracer. I did start playing with some people who kind of found out I was on the course. And I don't mind playing with people. The only reason it's sometimes an issue is because I forget. I love talking to people, and so I'll start talking to them. You can already see me talking to them, and I'll forget to turn the camera off for the shot. And what I'm left with is like a 3 or 4 minute long file that's like 4 gigabytes big. So when I export the video to do the shot tracer, it would take me like 3 hours to load that one clip. And obviously, I'm not gonna spend 3 hours just trying to get one shot tracer. I think because it would keep me from being able to put the videos out at the clip that I want to put them out for you guys. So I have to obviously get better at turning the camera off before I engage with the people that are watching me, and I'm sure I'll figure out how to do that as I do this more. And so this was actually two really good shots, but just didn't really judge it well. And I think that second shot landed like 6 feet from the pin, but it was way too hot, and so now I had a really makeable 10-footer for birdie to try to get back under par here. Made a really good stroke, and it's kind of a little annoying, but and one of the things I honestly welcome playing with people. I think it's something I need to start doing, because if I do want to play pro golf, there's really no way around it. I'm gonna have to be comfortable playing in front of people and performing well. So you know, and I had like 15 or 20 people watch me hit this tee shot, by the way. So it was good practice for me because, you know, you can feel pressure. You want to hit a good shot, and you know, it's probably my best tee shot of the day. Put it up the right center, right edge of the fairway. This is a hard hole. It's like 480 some yard par 4. It was a bit of a headwind, and you you have to put it in the right center of the fairway, or else you have a very rough, very tough hanging lie at a really small green, honestly. And this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. I had about a 15-mile-an-hour headwind, and check this swing out. So that is exactly the swing I want to be trying to make with my irons. And it went dead straight, cut right through the wind, and it was a little bit short. But obviously that's something as I work on you can see some of the guys I was playing with there. But as I work my game, that's obviously something I'll tighten up is my distance awareness and control. But the direction and the flight is absolutely what I need. And so just trying to lag this one up here. You can definitely tell it's a tough green. And I got about 6 feet left here to clean up my par and to get in at even par. So I'll knock that one in. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.